on? Okay. Thank you, Chairwoman, and thank you to the witnesses for being here. And I do want to address my colleague, Ms. Johnson. You just insulted the young, the poor, the rural, and people of color by insinuating that they don't have enough wherewithal to go get a photo ID or a driver's license. Ridiculous. Voting is a privilege. Being an American citizen is a privilege. And we want to make sure that American citizens are, that their votes are not being canceled out by people that are not U.S. citizens.
I would like to respond.
So anyway, I have a question
Order.
for Secretary Landry.
Direct remarks to the witnesses. Carry on.
I have a question for Secretary Landry. In 2024, Louisiana enacted House Bill 476, which requires that an absentee ballot delivered by a third party be accompanied by a signed statement of the voter prepared by the Secretary of State, which attests the voter authorized the Postal Service or commercial carrier to deliver the ballot. So Secretary Landry, why is signature verification so crucial to ballot integrity?
So we believe that the custody of your ballot is very important, the chain of custody and keeping track of that. And so when you hand your ballot to somebody, you need to know who has your ballot and what they've done with it. And so if they're unable to deliver it themselves, or they need assistance, we ask them to put their name and signature on there as well so that we know who's delivered the ballot and we know that they have permission to do that.
What kind of consequences are there if someone doesn't get the voter's authorization or they turn in something that's fraudulent?
There's no consequence for the voter, actually. The vote is still counted, but if someone there's a prohibition on witnessing more than one or delivering more than one, so the prohibition, the penalty is on that person who didn't put their name or who delivered more than one. So we still count the vote, I think, in those situations where the ballot is delivered. But if it's missing a witness signature, it's not counted.
In the last election, were you able to identify anybody that turned in some kind of fraudulent, whatever?
In the last election, no, we had a lot of complaints in the election before that of people who were harvesting ballots and go into apartment complexes and offering to assist vulnerable voters, and family members had contacted our office and asked that we investigate because they felt like there was some manipulation going on with the assisting with the ballot. So that's what prompted that legislation.
Well, I think until we have severe consequences for people that are engaged in activities, you know, like what you just described, I don't think we're going to have free and fair elections. So I'd like to see.
So just to clarify, if they're missing any signatures, the ballot is not counted. But if it's just something untoward that or against the law that the ballot harvester is doing, that person is punished and the vote is still counted.
Great.
So.
Thank you so much, and I yield back.